Welcome to the Protect Accent interview. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Siobhan Correa and I'm the Head of Inclusion for Action for Children, which is a UK-wide children's charity.
Thank you for coming. It has been suggested that young people in particular repudiate attitudes that encourage prejudice. Will it be fair to say then that some lessons need to be taught around accent prejudice in schools so as to provide grassroots solution to the problem of accent discrimination in the society?
Yeah, I think it's really important that schools and charities and youth organisations have that, I guess, open conversation with young people around how they can be discriminated against because of their accent. I don't think it's really talked about as much as it should be, but it's something that's really important. And I think if it's not talked about at a young age, then young people might be shocked when they start to receive discrimination because of their accent. So we sort of owe it to them really to make sure that they fully understand the different types of discrimination that are around in the UK these days.
Thank you very much for that. But what can those in authority actually do to stop accent discrimination? What I would describe as accent bullying for the children that are in their care. What kind of organizations and individuals do to stop accent bullying?
I think that all organisations should have a dignity at work or a bullying policy, and they need to be really firm around the action that they'll take if somebody is found to be bullying another individual. And I think that maybe within the policies or within the guidance, then, bullying or discrimination based on someone's accent, maybe organisations need to be more explicit around that, so that there's no grey area, so that everybody knows what is not acceptable. And I think that it's great that you're doing this piece of work because accents and accent discrimination, I don't think is on people's radar at the moment. So I think it's really good as first sort of steps to raise an awareness of this.
Thank you very much for that. We all know that identity formation is a huge part of young people's life, which is why it's not very surprising that a lot of them are having identity crisis. How can we empower young people to find their voices and maintain their identities in an environment that is judgmental of accents?
Yeah, I think the common theme for me, from my point of view, is around having a culture where young people can explore their identity, understand what their identity is, look at how multifaceted identities are. So it's not just about nationality or where you come from or where you live. We need to be really talking about what makes somebody's identity. So what could be important to you, for example, might not be important to me and vice versa. But we also have to respect that and also think about the different perspectives that different identities and bring to the table, really. So I think in terms of empowering young people, we need to start really exploring identity with young people and finding out from them what's important to them, what's not so important to them, because some things that we think might be of great importance to them actually might not be at all. So we need to get from the young people what builds their identity, what's important to them, so that we can really understand what it means to different people.
Thank you very much for that. In other words, what you are saying is that a lot of groundwork needs to be done, a lot of research needs to be done so as to ascertain the impact of accent discrimination amongst young people. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, absolutely, and having the time and the space to be able to do that. So prioritising it as something that needs to be researched and thought through. Yeah, absolutely, definitely, I totally agree with that.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.